Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and today we're talking about the best knife sharpeners. Now, if you're on a tight budget, yeah, there's other knife sharpeners I might recommend to you, but if you're looking for the best knife sharpeners money can buy, in my opinion, you can't go wrong with TSPROF. Now, today's video is going to be about the TSPROF KADET Pro, which is an upgraded version of the TSPROF KADET.
The major difference between the two systems is the way you adjust your angle. The Pro makes it easier with the rotating gear that locks in place. The blade clamp holder is easy to rotate from one side of the blade to the other and easily lock securely in place. You can adjust the clamps to fit different knives of different sizes. Also, you can change the clamps to different sizes. We'll talk more about that towards the end of the video. Having a digital angle finder will help you set your angle to a precise degree, but there are indicators on the back that you can also use. This system allows you to use different size stones and different thicknesses. If you need to switch to a thicker or thinner stone, you can easily adjust for that by raising the rod to the stone thickness so you don't have to adjust angles, which is an amazing feature. You can also easily adjust for the length of the stone on the rod. Once your blade is clamped and your angle is set, stone on the rod, you're ready to start sharpening. The tape you see around my clamps is Captain tape, and I recommend it for taping blades and clamps to prevent scratching. It works great because it's abrasion resistant. The beauty of this system is not only its ease of use, but also how solid it is. All of the parts are well machined, and I have to say, personally, I think it's attractive to look at. I personally think it looks cool on a shelf for display. The system is really great because you can use different size stones, but it works really well with 6-inch stones. That's what you're supposed to use on it, is 6-inch stones. But you can go down to 4-inch if you want because it does adjust for different length stones. But being 6-inch stones, it makes your sharpening so much faster, so much easier, and the ease of being able to switch from different stones if you want different stones is a great thing. You're not set on one kind of stone, one size of stone, or anything like that. Now, I do recommend this system over the KADET Deluxe because of the geared angle system, because you can easily just adjust the gear and set your angles. The Deluxe is a little bit more difficult to set your angle. It's still easy, but the Pro makes it a lot easier. Now, the knife we're sharpening in this video is the KIZER CORMORANT in 20 CV, and I'm sharpening with VENEV resin bonded diamond stones. I'm not sharpening with the TSPROF stones, and we'll talk more about that towards the end, but I'm using the resin bonded VENEV stones, which are my most recommended stones. They last a very long time, and they can be reflattened and reconditioned. They have diamonds throughout the stone, so they don't wear out fast like diamond plates do. Now, as far as sharpening this knife goes, it's been a breeze so far sharpening it. I'm switching stones right now. After reprofiling it, I'm going to my medium grit stone before I go to my fine grit stone, my polishing stone. This is a medium grit stone, right around 600 grit. And I got to switch sides really quick and get back to work. So after getting a burr on that side, flip it back over to the other side and get a burr again on the other side. After getting a burr back and forth, I am ready to move to my polishing stones. And here I've already switched to my polishing stone. I did it off camera, not a big deal. But yes, we are polishing it up. It's almost finished, just got to polish up the other side. And I will be stropping this. I don't really need to after sharpening this with VENEV stones, especially to this high of a grit. But I'm gonna anyways. I took the KIZER CORMORANT to 3/2 micron in the end, which is about 5,000 grit. A very beautiful mirror polished edge, sharpened up really easily, especially with this system, no problems at all. Here I'm just doing a little final touch-ups on the edge before I switch right here to my strop. You can see I'm adjusting because my VENEV stones are a little bit different size or length than my stropping stones or stropping my strops. So I switched them really quick. It was easy to adjust, you see, and I just had to unscrew the piece, adjust it, lock it in place, no problems. And here I am finishing up the stropping, and then we are going to test this edge. Here is some paper towel. Yes, that is ridiculously sharp. The ease of passing through this paper towel is ridiculous. It is very easily passing through. It really shows you how sharp this edge is. Here is some U-line book paper, kind of like foam book paper, I guess, a little bit like that. But yeah, you can see how sharp it is. It's ridiculously sharp. And I could feel it on the edge, just touching it after, checking so many edges. I can really tell when an edge is just super crispy. And this one came out ridiculously sharp. Very easily, too, because of the system. And like I said, this is a system that I highly, highly recommend. Yes, there are more affordable options out there, but not to this level of quality. Okay, as far as negatives go. So, one, I recommend switching to different stones. The TSPROF stones are diamond plates, but they wear out very fast. If you get VENEV resin bonded diamond stones, they last for a very, very long time. And you can condition them, you can reflatten them, and they have diamonds mixed throughout the resin of the entire, stone. Now, you can also go with Atomas. Atoma makes diamond plates similar to the TSPROFs, but are far more aggressive. And that's where I think the TSPROF stones lack a little bit, is they're not aggressive enough and they wear out really quickly. So you're definitely going to want to get upgraded stones, but you're going to have to with any system eventually. Another thing is the clamps that come with the system, they work for most knives, but when you start getting to very thin, small blades, it's going to be difficult to do very low angles. So as long as you do a high angle, you're fine, but to do low angles. But, however, they have all different clamps, all different kinds of clamps for this system that you can get that will go to the system for different thicknesses and things like that. You can get ones for fillet knives. You don't have to buy them all, but you can just get one for smaller knives, and then the ones that come with the system will work great. So you can pretty much do most knives just the way it comes, big or small. But when you talk about low angles on small knives, you might hit the clamps a little bit. So in that case, you might want to get one of the other clamps. The next thing is this rod sleeve or collar. It basically makes it to where your rod does not fall when you move it out of the way, but it does pop off every once in a while you're sharpening. So it's supposed to sit there and hold the rod from falling straight down, but every once in a while it'll pop off and the rod will fall. It's not that big of a deal, but it does happen from time to time. It's only there to to catch the rod when you move it out of the way, but it does fall off every now and then. Other than that, everything else with this system is amazing. Just how easy it is to use, how easy it is to get your angle. The clamps work really good. It's nice and secure. You feel very solid. Even the clamps for the stones are really nice, and I like how you can adjust them to any size stone. So if you had some special stones that are only 4 inches, you could still put them in here because you can just move this a little bit closer to the other side and you can fit a smaller stone, or if you want a bigger stone. So I love the versatility with it and the precision, the build quality. It is an amazing system that, when you have premium knives, you want to make sure that the system you're sharpening with is also really good quality. Because, things happen. Sometimes the systems flex. Sometimes they come off of the angle. Sometimes there's just so many things that can go wrong that you don't want to go wrong with certain knives that you're sharpening. And this system is going to give you the best bet to getting a very, very professional edge. All in all, TSPROF is my most recommended sharpening system as far as the best goes. Now, they have all different kinds of systems, so from smaller ones all the way to really big ones. The KADET Pro
as far as right now, has been the best one that I have tried. Yeah, there's a couple, parts that you might want to get also if you purchase it, but you don't need to. Now, as far as the other one goes, the Cadet Deluxe, this is way better than the Deluxe, and I really like the Deluxe. But because of you being able to adjust your angle so much easier on this system, it's so much better. So I would definitely recommend getting the Cadet Pro over the Cadet Deluxe. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching. I will link everything down in the description. I love you guys. Peace.